This video is for Sunny Rocka. Sunny is a tier 4 Patreon member, which means once per month they can pick any song they want to go up in the YouTube channel. Music from Made in Abyss, Kevin Pankin, of course. The piece is called Old Stories. I'm excited. Let's go. That was interesting. The piano, the progression here, the arpeggio is very beautiful. It's very tonal. Suddenly we had a little bit of dissonance. The string came in. I was like, what are we going to get? Kind of some counterpoint here. Just very, very, very clever writing. Love that. That was awesome. Back 5. Nice elasticity with tempo there and feel. Very similar, obviously. Oh, there it is. Wow, what a nice, okay, that's a very nice melody. The woodwinds, flute type sound very good against that chord progression on the piano. But it's the player, though. It's the ability of the player and how well the instrument sounds. Awesome. Great musician. Ooh. Wow, the B side of that, if you want to think of it as a bridge or just a variation on that, that was a really nice progression. The voice leading was very gorgeous, and of course the woodwind, this outstanding. Very, very. I'm not surprised at this point. We've done enough, Kevin, to know that it's going to be a very high quality piece of music, and obviously the musicians on the track are going to be very good. Come back 5. Something as simple as just just going down the scale nature, but just a little stacked with some harmonies there at the end. But it still fits just perfectly over that progression. So it's, I don't know, it's like subtle complexity, but which pulls at your emotional strings. Oh my God, the bass line. I was going to make a comment about theme and variation because obviously still underneath tonally, we still are expressing the same piano groove, but then we had some more variation on there and it becomes much more complex. It is so gorgeous though, and just rich, full of artistry here. Man, Kevin, it's just, that is some beautiful writing. Okay, sorry, we gotta talk about it. The way we're using the strings there to set that up against a little variation in the progression, and then obviously the voice is gonna come in. I'm trying to stop, since this is a longer one, trying to stop thematically with the phrases, but that was just too cool of a difference here. Going back to end, appreciate that again. Okay, man, I have to stop because we've kind of abandoned, not abandoned, it's still down there in the layer, but we have like this moving groove right here, and we're going from this to this, and it's it's very musically thick here. I'm gonna go back 15 to kind of appreciate this transition. Sorry to stop in the middle there, but you got to talk about it though. Fascinating. The best analogy I've always used for me, at least, maybe you've had this experience. You probably have, maybe you haven't. If you've gone to like a small waterfall or any kind of like, maybe, I don't know, you're like swimming somewhere. Maybe it's a water park and there's a waterfall coming down. You can see through the water. You can see like stuff on the other side, but you walk through that and you get engulfed in sound. And everything changes because the water's pouring on you. Your vision's blurred. Everything, your hair is getting all messed up. It's all this pressure on you, but then you come out and you kind of go through it. For me, when these things happen musically, that is the analogy I go to because that, I guess, the audible experience is similar to me. And we've talked about previous on the channel, like when I hear music and instruments, I can see colors sometimes that are kind of related to that. When it gets like this, it's literally like the water being mixed together. That's what I feel and what I see for all those tones, and I definitely lose the ability to like track chord progressions or what is going on. It just all becomes more of a cacophony of a sound. I imagine it's probably similar for most people, but I went to school with enough cool people that were so gifted in their ears they could be like, oh yeah, this is happening. They could just listen and transcribe all that out. It's pretty wild. I want to experience it one more time on the transition, so I am going to go back a significant chunk to grab this again. It's very interesting because the moment for my experience, if I'm like, okay, I'm going to listen to the articulation of the strings, I go in there and I lose context of what's going on in the voice. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to listen to these explosive, like woodwind lines. I listen to that and I lose track of what else is going on. There's so many kind of like layers being woven in. It would be many, many rewinds, many. You'd have to really nerd out with that to appreciate it. But, this stuff is harder for me to active listen and kind of absorb it in. But also at the same time, it's so cool because, the composition of it is so complicated with all the layers that are at least making you feel, making you go through that experience with it. So pretty awesome. Back five. The vocal rhythms and delivery of that melody versus what's going on underneath is pretty wild. And there it is, pulling us back in. And the synthy bass enters. So we have our scale, like our descending lick coming again, but it's different than before because now we have this like synth-based stuff happening. So it's a completely different recipe, even though the ingredients are somewhat similar. Man, okay. Listen to the lyric delivery. How breathy, and we have the articulations and how this melody is hitting us is absolutely stunning. I went back 20. I don't even understand how it was like, there's so much movement just in that vowel conception. Okay. This is amazing. Listen to this. Oh my God, dude. The string accompaniment there, the way it's underneath that and supporting and just augmenting that line is unreal. I went back 10. The writing. Whoa, man, the layers of orchestration in there. Kevin is a special person. Back 22. Listen to the string layers that are going on underneath there. That is some very, very interesting ideas that came out exceptionally well. Wow. Wow, that was a nice little play with that. You know, a lot of musicians have the ability to, you know, accompany themselves, play, you know, whether it's on piano, guitar, they sing. It's cool. We have some moments. There's a little bit of like variety. There's a little bit of thematic variation. This is on another level because the complexity underneath, it just, you can't. Look at, here's a previous thumbnail from one of the harmonic perfection. This is here, but like, this is like thematic development perfection. I am not smart musically. I'm not musically smart enough to appreciate and comprehend what's going on. I would need, this is the stuff I need to see the score so I can try to analyze and just reduce quarterly what's going on to make sense of it. It is beautiful to listen to. It makes you feel emotional. It makes you, it triggers things. But for me, the next level is like, where does it take my brain? And I think just Kevin does a lot of really, really special things. And I think probably, you know, if 100 people listen to this piece of music, they're going to have 100 different reactions and appreciations. I'm just sharing with you mine. this this stuff is special. But again, like I always say, who cares what I think? I want to know what you think. Let me know down in the comments below. My name is DrumRollTony. Catch me when I'm live on Twitch. You can find a link to all my socials down in the video description below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you. YouTube thinks you should watch this video next. Please and thank you. Click that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the Patreon. All right. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.